Hey everyone, it's Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'll be showing you how to make lemon cupcakes with a lemon cream cheese frosting. Today I am sharing a refreshing lemon cupcake recipe with you. I think you are going to love this one. To get started, you'll want to first preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you are going to need a 1/2 stick or 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, and you want this to be softened to room temperature. We're going to add this to a large bowl. And before we go any further, we're going to use an electric mixer to beat this butter until it's creamy. Now we'll just scrape the bowl, get this butter back together. And we're going to add 1/4 cup of either canola or vegetable oil, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. Now when zesting your lemon, you do want to make sure you don't go too deep. You don't want to hit the pith, which is that white layer between the meat of your lemon and the lemon rind. That part is really bitter, so you want to avoid that. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice a little bit later on in this recipe, so if you want to go ahead and squeeze that now, you can do so. Just don't discard your lemon because you're going to need it. Now that we have our lemon zest, our sugar, our oil, and our butter combined, we're going to need our electric mixer again, and we're going to beat everything together until it's creamy and light and fluffy. Now we're going to add 2 large eggs, and you want these to be at room temperature. We're also going to lightly beat them before we add them into our batter. Just going to scramble them a little bit with a fork, and then add these to the batter. And we'll also stir in 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'll give everything a good stir with your mixer. You really want to make sure everything is really well incorporated right here. I'm going to beat this on medium to high speed for about 30 seconds. Now that our wet ingredients are combined, we're going to need a separate medium-sized bowl, and you're going to need 1½ cups of all-purpose flour in here. Stir in 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now there are just 2 more ingredients you're going to need now. That's 1/2 cup of buttermilk, and ideally this should be at room temperature. And to this buttermilk, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of that freshly squeezed lemon juice from earlier. Just give this a brief stir, and let's bring back our wet ingredients. Now at this point, you do not want to use your electric mixer anymore because you run the risk of overmixing your batter, and if you do that, you'll end up with dense, dry lemon cupcakes. Nobody wants that. So what we're going to do is, using a spatula, we are going to gradually add our flour mixture and our buttermilk mixture. We're going to alternate doing this. I'm going to add about 1/3 of this flour mixture to the batter, and I'll just use my spatula to fold that in until it's just combined. Then we'll add half of our buttermilk mixture, stir that in until just combined, and just repeat until all of your flour mixture and all of your buttermilk mixture have been combined into your wet ingredients. Make sure you're scraping the sides and bottom of the bowl while you're mixing. It's really important that you get everything completely combined. Again, you don't want to overmix, but all of your flour and buttermilk should be well incorporated into the batter. So our lemon cupcake batter is finished and it's ready to bake now. So you're going to need a 12-count muffin tin, and I've lined mine with paper liners. And you'll just want to portion your batter evenly into your prepared muffin tin. Now you do not want to overfill these liners. You don't want to fill them more than a little over 2/3 of the way full. And I'm just using an ice cream scoop. It makes portioning the batter easier and makes less of a mess for me, but you can do it however you please. Now let's transfer these lemon cupcakes to our 350 degree Fahrenheit preheated oven, where they will need to bake for 17 to 18 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean or with a few moist crumbs. Now because I want to make sure that these cupcakes don't continue to cool and dry out while they're in this hot muffin tin, I'm going to carefully remove them from the muffin tin and place them on a cooling rack. While our lemon cupcakes are cooling, we can go ahead and make our lemon cream cheese frosting. Now this is based off of my classic cream cheese frosting, and it is so good. We're going to start with 1 8-ounce brick of cream cheese, and you want this to be softened to room temperature. And we'll add 1/2 cup or 1 stick of softened unsalted butter. We'll also add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and you'll need to use an electric mixer at this point to beat everything together until the butter and cream cheese are creamy and all of the ingredients are well combined. This is looking pretty good, so now we can add our lemon zest. You're just going to need 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon zest for this recipe. We'll also add 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now, if you'd like, at this point, you can also add 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract. That will help amp up that lemon flavor, but I wanted to make today's lemon cupcakes using all natural lemon flavors, so I'm not using any lemon extract today. Now that I have my lemon zest and my lemon juice added in with my other ingredients, we're going to need our electric mixer again, and we're going to beat everything together. Now comes the sugar. You're going to need 4 cups of powdered sugar for this frosting. We're going to add this gradually with a mixer on low speed, and hopefully we can keep it from going all over my kitchen. This is looking pretty good, and one of the good things about this frosting is you can always taste test it while you're making it. If it's not lemony enough, you can add a little bit more lemon juice. Be careful adding lemon juice because if you add too much, the frosting will get too soft, but you can also add more lemon zest to give it more flavor if you need to. So I'm just scraping the sides and bottom of the bowl. I want to make sure I have all of that powdered sugar completely incorporated. And now I'm just going to transfer the frosting to a piping bag. And I'm using one that's been fitted with a large tip. This is an Attico 848 tip. Obviously you can use whatever you'd like, or you can just spread the frosting on your cupcakes. All right, once our cupcakes have completely cooled, now we can go ahead and frost them. I also like to decorate them with just a little bit of yellow sanding sugar. And that is how you make perfect homemade lemon cupcakes with lemon cream cheese frosting. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe video, and if you try this one out, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed today's lemon cupcake video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and please hit that notification bell. Also, if you enjoyed today's recipe video, here are a few others you might like as well.